All right, all right. It's not live at 5, but this should be airing at 5 for everybody to see. Either way, it's the evening time. It's Monday. We're back in the office. You're back in your truck, back to the grind, and we're in Clermont, Florida, man. Um,
This is my office, man.
that is your office. You're exactly right. You probably have like clipboards and cash registers. We're operating like they used to operate back in the day. No, we're in Clermont today, and I'm actually excited about this one. I think I say that all the time, but we're gonna talk about why I'm excited. Right? I think this community right here has a lot of future potential growth, and it's at a price point that is very affordable when you're considering Clermont. Before we get started, we don't work for any builders. Actually, we help a lot of families buy new construction homes. It costs you guys $0 to have representation on your side. It doesn't change anything. In fact, there's been a lot of times where we've actually gotten a lower price for our people or a better incentive, and it doesn't cost you anything. So make sure you reach out. All the information is floating above and in the description down below. I'm joined by our four corners specialist, Mr. Willis. I forgot. I'm supposed to have something for you here.
I got to clap for myself.
You got to clap for yourself. You're that guy. Everybody else just kind of sits there like this. Really? You're gonna put the applause for me? Let's get right to the interview. Um, but yeah, so I'm excited about this community. What's your thoughts about this community, man?
I mean, it's a cool little community. It's literally right off Highway 27,
Yeah,
probably 5 minutes from 192. I mean, a central location.
yeah,
It's like right dead smack in the middle of your Hamlin Town Center, your Posner Park, and the Margaritaville Shopping Center.
yeah.
So I mean, you're right in the middle of everything. Super close to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's even really close to the Olympus project that you're super excited about.
Yeah, man, you stole my thunder. We're gonna be talking about that. I'm gonna show everybody the Olympus project, but man, thanks for that. I appreciate that. I have nothing to talk about anymore. But just to kind of piggyback off of what he was saying, just proximity, right? And usually in the beginning we tell everybody what they're going to be seeing, right? You're going to get a beautiful drone tour, you're going to get a home tour, and of course we need to show you where this place is, right? So here's Orlando. We are on the west side of Orlando. I'm very bullish on Clermont because of the Olympus project, right? Because of the like quality growth that you're seeing out there. A lot of these Central Florida cities, you're seeing just a lot of land and just homes being built. There's a lot of jobs and a lot of opportunity coming to Clermont. We'll talk about that, right? So here's your Highway 27 corridor, a major artery within the Orlando area. It runs right into Interstate I-4, so you can get from one coast to the next coast with ease, okay? So from your community, most people think, okay, you're in a suburb. I'm far away from things. I don't know. You tell me, okay? So Publix supermarket, it shows 10-minute drive. I would argue that there's a lot of traffic built up in here. So 10 minutes to Publix, not bad. Do you know Publix? Do you know their I say quote Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Did you know that?
It's hard for me to believe that it's 10 minutes because I mean that place is literally like a mile outside of this community.
Yeah, I know. There's actually going to be another one up here somewhere as well, if not already. There may be one less than that. Honestly, let's see. I could just
Maybe
be.
they're taking into the maybe you got to go down and hit a U-turn or something. I don't know, but it's literally like a mile away.
Yeah, I think there may be one closer. We won't harp on the Publix thing. You got a
I
hospital
think you can
7 minutes
even
away.
I think you can even get to Walmart within 10 minutes of this place.
Yeah. There's plenty of shopping around here. You have a hospital 7 minutes away, and Disney is, well, they say 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and we're at the worst part of the day right now. So I would argue and say you're within 20 minutes to Disney, and here in the very soon to be future, you'll be a lot closer than that. We could talk more about that here in a second. But yeah, what are we looking at? How many homes?
There's going to be close to 600 homes, single family, but they're also talking about next year they could be possibly doing a townhome division in this subdivision.
I can see that.
So it could grow more than the 600 homes that they're going to
I can definitely see that. What about the amenities? What do we have?
have. So for this one, you got a pool, you got a clubhouse, the tot lot, and at the clubhouse, you're going to have a fitness center, which it's you're starting to see it a little bit more. but
Yeah.
having that on property is, I mean, it's nice.
I bet you it's nice. I mean, I have the luxury of living like a mile away from a pretty big gym, maybe a little more than a mile, but I mean, I couldn't imagine having to travel 20, 30 minutes, to go to the gym because I love to wake up and work out. I'm in such a morning routine, but to have something like this on property, man, it would just, I'm looking for like extra minutes throughout my day, like extra hours. I'm like really getting my schedule down to the T. So if I can save an extra 10, 20 minutes a day driving to the gym, that's huge. So really good. So, but there are fees here, right?
There are fees. The HOA is only $8 a month, but your CDD's more of the $200 a month.
Okay. That's still not bad. That's still not bad.
And I mean, it's considering that you have the fitness center, the clubhouse, the pool, the tot lot. I mean, they have quite a bit of stuff for you to do inside this community. So that's where the CDD comes from.
For sure, 100%. So this particular builder here, I had somebody actually this morning, ironically, texting me about this community, and he was kind of asking me about the type of builder this is, right? Because we have like the entry level builders that are really catering to people that are like the first time buyers, and their objective is like making things affordable for you and easy for you, right? Less options means less money. And this builder right here is kind of just above that. And I say that to say they're not an entry level builder, but they're not that real move up builder where you just get like the next tier of like good quality finish, but you get more finishes here. You get more options, right? So something to consider. And they have quite a bit of floor plans that you can choose from, and we'll be taking a look at one of them today.
Yeah, you'll have it's more to be builds with this builder. I mean, you pick the lot, you pick the structure of your home because they'll have about 5 different elevations for the
Yeah,
exterior, and then you go to the design studio for the interior.
right.
So
This
I
is
mean, you do have a lot of say on what you're going to do with your home.
Exactly. It's like getting you introduced to the the move up build, right? You're
Yeah,
starting, you get used to like, they do have some structural changes here too. You can extend the lanais, you can, make the ceiling height a little higher. But I would say they're standard finishes. If you were to just buy a home pretty standard, you don't have higher higher finishes like you would in some of those move up builders that we know of. But still, for Clermont, great price point for where you're at, and we're going to talk more about that. There's
yeah.
Highway
With that being
27 up north.
said, this community and this builder will have move-in ready homes as well. Not as many as other ones, but those move-in ready homes will be a lower price point than if you were going to the design studio and all that.
Yep, yep. And the reason being is somebody, either the builder or somebody was already putting the property together as they wanted it. And I've sold quite a bit of homes from this builder right here where somebody will design the home, they don't get to the finish line, and now the builder's like, I have this home on hand. So some of their move-in ready homes will give you elevated finishes, right? You'll get some LVP, the ceiling height will be a little higher, extended lanais. And that's the beauty in having this builder. You got that good price point with some of those finishes that are higher than the entry level. And I would say this, driving into this community is somewhat nice. Like it's just a good, like you get all this wooded preserve here. You have this little pond up here.
Yeah, a lot of trees, a lot of conservation area. I mean, it was music to my ears
Yeah.
and just beautiful sights just riding through this place because I'm from here, so seeing kind of what it used to look like.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I love the conservation look.
I like it too. It feels good. Like if you have really, I think where a builder can make their money, something like this, right? If you were to build something that's affordable, instead of just making that simple entrance and it's like home, 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 if you make it like this where it's inviting, you got water, you have trees, it just gives it a different feel when you're driving into the community. Let's do it, man.
Yeah, when
Let's
you get
shoot
to
for
that
this floor plan.
backside, you can really see all the conservation areas, which they can't build on those. So
Right.
you get to keep your yard.
For sure, for sure. All right, let's take a look here. What we're showing off is obviously the floor plan, but some of the finishes that they do offer. This is a model home, so you don't get everything, but you can at least see the things that you could add to your home, like the LVP flooring.
And the big 10-foot door that you got to walk through.
Big old 10-foot door. So this is a prime example right here of where this builder is at, right? So you walk in, you have the LVP flooring. You're like, okay, this is above an entry level build, but then you see some of the standard finishes is like this insert right here, comes standard, right? You can do the tile if you want to upgrade that part, but like I'm saying, it's just right on the other side where your standard features aren't. You're gonna have to put the features that you want to put in the home. Big old 5-inch baseboards.
Yeah, this is one of their bigger homes. So you got the 2-story, 2566 is the square footage.
Mm-hmm.
Believe this one's 4 bedrooms with the flex room, so it can be 5.
Yeah. And this looks like and I know you probably can't see it in the camera. It's a tall ceiling. That is a tall ceiling. Very tall. Good sized room. So you notice how they have like this radius. It's like a 45-degree angle. Just some of the little things that they do to kind of give it that elevated feel, which I like. Here goes the whatever closet, right?
Yeah, the Harry Potter, as Corey would call it.
Ah, you're switching, man. You're switching on me. I actually like it
No,
though.
it's 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 still the whatever for me.
It feels. This one looks big though. I feel like we would have big for me. Like having a storage closet like this is kind of dangerous because I'll just stuff crap in there, man. I have to clean that thing out
Well,
every month.
it also goes around to the right as well. I just didn't feel like bending down to get back there.
We're gonna have to get. I saw it. It did dip to the right, even more dangerous. But I like the flooring. There's not like really a dedicated dining area. I think in today's living, we're seeing less and less of that, unless you're getting a home that's like 3,500, 4,000 square foot. But they're showing you that you could still put a dining table in here and live comfortably, and it looks comfortable too. It doesn't look crowded at all.
No, the open floor plan concept's really nice in this one. I mean, you have a ton of room, and I mean, you can pretty much decorate this kind of place any way you want because you have all this room to do stuff.
Yeah. So this is kind of the area that the family would or whoever would be hanging out in. So it's big enough. It really is. Living here, right? You're closer to Disney. You're closer to things to do. If this is not going to be your primary residence, then I think this is plenty of space. And obviously, we have to see the upstairs too, because if there's 2 living spaces, one downstairs, one upstairs, huge. Looks like 42-inch cabinets, crown molding. What's your thoughts on the black granite?
And I really really liked it. I
Yeah.
mean, it was just something different than
Hmm.
the normal like white grayish colors that we see all the time. It just gave it that different look, especially with the white cabinets. Kind of made it pop a little bit to me.
And you're not going to see the food on it, right? Let's get to it. You know what we're here to do, right? We're here to grade this thing.
Yeah,
Now,
I
now,
can't give this one much at all.
now, disclaimer: it's bigger than mine. It's a lot bigger than my pantry. I don't have. You guys would laugh at my pantry, right? But we're gonna give this thing a 2.5 star. But it's big enough. It's big
Yeah, I
enough.
mean it's big enough. I just figured with this style of house, this big a house, it would be bigger.
You have to remember, people. We're the sticklers, okay? We're not trash. It's. I think it's big enough, bigger than mine, so it's perfect for me. But we got to stick to the trend of great. I mean, we've seen some big old pantries, right? So you have a nice big sink there. I do like the black too. You won't get it as dirty, right? Or you won't be able to see the dirt as much. But these windows, that's a beautiful window right there. Beautiful.
Uh, you have the little spaces up top on your cabinets as well that you can use for storage or decoration, whatever you see.
Yeah. So we were talking about being a tier above entry level, right? Not necessarily like that real move up, but just right between entry level and move up, right? This is where they actually do a great job. A lot of entry level homes that are 2-story just have that concrete slab out back, and they don't have that covered lanai. I love that they've done the cover. That right there is a game changer right there for sure. And these are magnolia
Yeah, I mean
trees.
it's a pretty good size covered lanai as
It's
well.
a good size one too. It is a good size one. Now you want to know what entry level home is? Drive through some communities, and if you just see that concrete slab out back, and you're like, man, this community gives me a feeling that it just feels a certain way. Those are the entry level homes. Nothing wrong with that. You can build it how you want to, but having something like this, game changer. Must have in Florida, right? It rains, it doesn't snow, but it's hot. There's bugs. I mean, if you screen that thing in, you could do it for a pretty affordable price too. But yeah, no, what's really popping to me are the baseboards, right? These big 5-inch baseboards, they're popping off. They look good. They look really good. That's a big doorway. This foyer is inviting as well. It's not that narrow hallway. It's very wide. I feel like you can put some sort of little, hutch, or I call it like the mail or the key dropper right here, and you'd be totally fine. You have plenty of space. So far, so good. I'm liking what they've done.
Got the nice window up top as you're walking up.
Yeah.
Gives you nice lighting for this decent loft they have up here.
Yeah, let's check it out. We're the sticklers, so we'll grade the loft, and we'll be honest. And we're grading on a lot of circumstances. We're grading on the price point, the square footage, the style of build, where it's located.
See, I'm not going to give you the full effect just yet.
Okay.
We're going to wait till the end, and then we'll come back and check
You'll
this
step
place
into
out.
All right, cool. We're going to take that sticky note, put it to the side for right now. Right, so the little things, take a look at I'm sorry, guys and girls, the doorknobs, right? You get the black doorknobs. Like, these are things that aren't standard, but you can get, all right?
This would be your master here.
All right, what I'm noticing and what I'm liking. One thing that I do, because I've sold so many homes, right? I always look at, what are you forced into if you were to put your bed somewhere or your dresser somewhere. Now, the fact that they have these two windows in the corner, if you wanted to, you can put a bed here and you can get away with it, right? But if they were to take this window and put it in the middle, which a lot of builders would do, you're forced to keep that bed over here. Most people would probably want it there anyway. I just try to look at things that are going to handcuff you, because a lot of times we'll get buyers that'll reach back out 2-3 years later and like, if I would have done it differently, I would do X, Y, Z. So I try to give everybody everything up front, but that's a big room. That's a big old room.
Got a hallway leading to your bathroom and closet.
You get your own hallway, man?
Living luxurious.
That is, man. It's actually really nice, man. I know this is one of the more affordable builders right now in this area, which is showing up well.
Not the biggest shower, but you have your tub and your shower.
You got your tub and your shower, and you have the black frame, which looks very, very, very sharp. Now, look, remember downstairs we did the insert. Now, look, you have your tile, right? They're showing you like, hey, you can put your touches on this home. So it's good to see that. And I love that window above that tub. That is a gorgeous window. I think I might just start a window company, man. I'm always talking about them. By the way, anybody out there, when closing, if you want to get window treatments in your home, I have the absolute best company for you, which we have a lot of vendors. One thing that I can say is that our clients, when you're done moving in, I think that's when the party really begins. There's so much that we do afterwards. And there's so much that we're continuing to try to do to bring you all as much value as possible. But our vendors are one of them. And I have somebody that does a great job. Let's check it out. Stay put too, everybody, because we're going to I'm going to show you the Olympus project, show you why I'm so, headstrong on this particular area. What's your thoughts on the wallpaper here? It's only Monday and I can't even get words out.
I'm having the same problem. I mean, I actually like how they've pretty much every room that you go in.
Yeah.
They'll have 3 walls of the same color, and then they have that wallpaper that just like pops it all.
Yeah, it's making a comeback.
And it changes every room.
A few years ago, all they used to do was like the bat. It's called batten. They would do like the batten accent wall with like the angles and stuff. And now everybody's just like, just roll the damn wallpaper on one of the walls. We'll make that the accent wall. All right, here we go with that fiberglass here, but this looks like some sort of quartz. And I still like the LVP flooring. I like the darker finishes too.
You know why they have to do LVP flooring and not real wood?
You want me to tell you why? Do you want me to put on my hat? You want me to put on my realtor hat and show you that I still have it?
I know it. I just wanted to see if you knew it.
I know. You want me to put on my realtor hat and see if I still have it? It's like
Yeah, let
passing
me
the
see it.
coach the ball and like, can you shoot still, coach? He like gets out of the wheelchair. Two things. Well, I'm going to talk about tile and I'm going to talk about wood. Wood is, I mean, obviously it's because the moisture in the air, the
Yep.
wetness, it expands, right? But tile too is because the upstairs is wood and it'll kind of move and adjust. Homes that were built in 2005, like I've sold a lot of those, like listed them, and they used to put tile in the bathrooms, and some builders still do that. And you'll notice that in the bathrooms the tile cracks because the upstairs wood kind of. We're in Florida. We're in Florida, so
Yeah. It's
welcome to
just
Florida,
the
people.
humidity down here. Just you would have to replace floors too often if you went wood.
Mm-hmm. Something to note, they may not give you these appliances right here. Now, on a move-in ready home, they may throw that in there or we can negotiate that for you. We've done it many, many, many times, right? I would say this before you go to the builder, make sure you have some representation. And we have some great relationships, especially with this builder. I have great relationships with this builder. And, we can kind of just like, hey, I have somebody that's considering and they can, hey, we'll throw in the washer, we'll throw in the dryer. Like, what can we do? So, I would leverage those things, honestly. I really, really would. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't cost you more money to have somebody on your side. What do you say? I know we talk about it all the time, right? And it's a big deal because I hear people all. Let me bring this up real quick, and I'm done with my whole rant. The amount of times that I'll get somebody that will reach out to me, call me or text me and say, "Hey, I'm under contract with the builder already, but I'm stuck in this situation. I'm not happy, blah, 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 blah." And there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing we can do about that, right? Um, and I always tell people, man, before you get into the contract with the builder, I would make sure you have representation on our side. Would I love it to be us? Absolutely. I think we have the best customer service around and we're very knowledgeable. But at the end of the day, bring somebody. Bring somebody. It doesn't cost you a thing at all. I'm done about that. But I know you got some stuff to talk about. Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
we'll get to it in just a minute, but
Wait.
let's check this loft out
Okay,
first,
let's
and then
do
we'll
it.
get
Let's do
to
it.
it.
They have a lot of catching up to do. 2.5 on the pantry.
I actually like this loft. Like
This is a good loft. This is a good loft.
it's off to the side. You're not going to have people walking right through the TV.
Yep,
You know, you can really just sit up here and just lose yourself, like
for sure,
be in
for
your own
sure.
little world.
Two windows. So as we know, everybody knows, right? We spoke about it earlier. The two windows together gives you an option to start putting things in other places, right? Because if you were to have a window here and a window here, you're not going to be able to put a couch in. Well, you can. I'm not going to tell you how to decorate your home, but it just really gives you more options throughout the loft. So I like it. Good thought. Good thought put into it. But yeah, what's your thoughts on the whole realtor thing?
Just like you were saying, man, it's to me, it's a no-brainer. It's go work with someone who works for the builder, or get someone to help you out that has no affiliation with any builder, that is just there to assist you and you know service your best needs.
Yeah.
Because that's basically all we're here for.
Yep. Yep.
We're
Yep.
just here to help the buyer, help the seller with whatever they need, whereas the builder is trying to sell you on their property.
I got something which is not my story. It just happened this weekend. I was in Wesley Chapel with Corey, who was another one of our agents. By the way, if you don't know already, Josh is one of our agents on the team. We have multiple agents on the team. And I'm going to save that story for Corey, but the same exact thing that you just said. Like when you sit down in that builder's office, their objective is to make sure you don't leave,
Yeah.
especially in these big communities that have 4 or 5, 6 builders in them. You think they're going to let you walk out and just be like, yeah, let me know if you want? No, their objective is to say this, like they're going to give you 3 floor plans, then they're going to narrow it down to 2 and then 1. And then, why aren't you signing today? Who do you need? So, and it is what it is. I have great relationships with these builders. They're awesome people, but just don't get yourself caught in a scenario that you can't get your butt out of. Right. All right, so before we wrap this thing up, let's discuss the Olympus project. This is huge. This is huge. So here you are down here. This is the community we were just in. This is Highway 27. So just across from Lake Louisa and State, I think it's State Louisa Park or something like that. I can't remember the name
Lake
of it.
Louisa State Park.
Lake Louisa State Park. You have this Olympus project that's being built out. So here's the future plans of the Olympus project, okay? If you don't know, Clermont's really known for its health and wellness. A lot of Olympian athletes already come here to do their triathlons, like cycling, that kind of stuff. Well, they're going to start bringing more Olympic sports here, so much so they're going to build an entire community just around sports and Olympic sports at that, right? So they have an Olympic ice center that's going to be coming. Yeah, I could just probably go through this. They have a tennis center that's going to be coming, soccer, basketball, more stuff. More stuff, more stuff, right? There's more to go too. So there's going to be a lot coming to this area. Now, when you think about that, they're talking about over 60,000 jobs coming to that area, right? Because you're talking about sports related stuff. That's money. Follow the money, right? If you follow the money, your value is going to more times than not stay strong. If you just go to a place that has a lot of land and you can buy stuff for cheap, it'll stay that way. That's fine. But if I like to follow the jobs, me personally, right? So this is going to be very huge. It's going to make a big impact on the economy, especially in this general area. And they just connected this road right here, which is Schofield Road or Schofield Road. Nobody knows how you pronounce this thing. But it connected over here into Horizon West. That's Orange County National, by the way. We got to go golf that thing. Are we doing it? Are we golfing this Friday or what?
I'm hoping so, man.
Okay.
I've been itching. All this cold weather's kept me away.
Me too. I know it's been freezing down here in Florida, hence the reason I have this fire going up. But Horizon West, massive, massive, massive area. And this road just connected. So we're going to see a lot of Horizon West kind of work its way this direction. And here's Sawgrass Bay. Here's the community that we were just at. There's actually a road here that's going to be connected, which is going to connect you to Western Way. And there's so much going on down here. So really what we're seeing is the west side of Orlando work its way back towards the middle. And there's a lot of quality growth coming to that area. So I'm super excited about that, man. You got anything else you need to share with the people?
Yeah, just touching off the Lake Louisa State Park.
Yeah.
You know, for any of the nature lovers, that place is actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
You can go out there and go bike riding, go fishing, boating, horseback riding. You can camp or you can glamp.
Oh, you
Some
can
people
glamp.
don't like that. You can glamp as well.
That's my father-in-law.
So you don't have to just stay in the tent. You can actually have a tent that's got like AC and lights, and they actually have cabins out there as well.
I want to let you all know. It's a
pretty cool little place.
I'm a manly man camper. Like one tent, that thing's like a coffin. I could barely sleep in it, but that's just. And my damn father-in-law has an 8-man tent by himself. Right, he has a full-size queen size bed up there. But glamping, yeah. So you can glamp if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, no, like you were saying, Lake Louisa State Park is a very, very nice national park. It'll never go away, ever go away. So there's always going to be that value over there. And then you have all of those jobs and money and sports coming to the area. Olympic sports at that. You think Olympians are going to go out of business? No, I mean, I think Olympic sports has always been around. It's always going to stay around. So that's massive. Good point. Man,
and
hey, look.
You've also got schools that are really, really close as well.
Yeah.
And they're all B and B plus. You got an elementary school within 2 miles, and you got middle and high within 10 miles.
That's perfect, man.
So,
that's huge.
I mean, it's a great area.
Yeah.
I can't find much wrong with the area itself.
Yep.
Claremont is just really nice.
Clermont's really, really nice. I guess while we're wrapping it up, by the way, if you're watching this, everybody, if this brings you some value, there's a little thumb down there. You got to hit that thumb, right? That helps us out so much. When you hit the thumb, it shows more people, and then we get the feeling of like, man, people like us, and we can do more of these things. If you don't hit the thumb, maybe we'll fade away. Who knows? But yeah, hit the thumb if you're watching this. Make sure you're subscribed. So South Clermont has always been great because you're close to the parks. North Clermont is absolutely beautiful, especially because, we're talking about all that Lake Louisa Park and Wellness Way, Olympus project. But this is just in general, super bullish on the area. I'm not going to keep I was going to use something bad. I'm not going to keep on saying the same thing. But yeah, no, is that all you have for us, man?
Yeah, that about wraps it up.
We appreciate you all. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment down below if there's another area that you want us to take a look at. If you want more info on this community or other communities, you're ready to take that next step. All of our information is floating literally across the top right now. You can always email us, text us, call us, whatever works for you. We get people that reach out all the time. No lie at all, right? And sometimes you could just reach out and say, hey, I watch your video. Keep up the work. I don't mind that. Whatever works for you. We love interacting with our people. So we appreciate everything, and we will see you again tomorrow.